Hello, my friends. Happy Sunday. I have a candle haul to share with you today. I have a hodgepodge between Homeworx, Kringle, and Bath & Body Works, and so I thought it would be fun to just share with you some of the candles that I picked up in the post-Christmas sales. And yeah, I've got some good ones here. The majority of these candles are ones that I plan to start burning soon because they are more like spring in my mind type of candles. But yeah, really excited to dive into this. If you are coming across my channel for the first time, hi, my name is Katie. As the name of my channel would imply, I like to talk about candles and a little bit of beauty here. Those are things that bring me joy in my life. And if they bring you joy in your life and you find yourself wanting to stick around, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell before you get on out of here. But let's go ahead and dive into the video. So two candles that I picked up that are honestly going to go into the closet until probably fall, next winter. Actually, well, it's technically a Christmas candle. So for fall and Christmas later on this year, still feels weird saying that. But these are two candles that were on a screaming deal at Macy's. When was that? Last weekend. They were on sale for $10. So I decided, you know what, I want to go ahead and pick them up because I haven't tried either one of them. And so here they are. I picked up Deck the Halls. Now this candle, it says the scent notes on this are blue spruce, frozen evergreen, glacial eucalyptus, and iced moss. Now I'm not sure if these are still in stock at Macy's, or I know that $10 sale was only for a few days. I know that this scent, Deck the Halls, is very, very popular within the Homeworx community, and so many people were waiting for it to return to homeworx.shop, or maybe, was it available on QVC? It was. It came in a duo with like North Pole. I wanted to try it out for the Christmas season for 2022, but I couldn't get it on a good sale. You guys know me. I'm not going to pay $30 for these candles. I won't pay $30 for really, well, no, lies. Some candles I will, but not for these. And it just never dropped in price. So when I saw it for the $10, I thought, okay, it's a good time to go ahead and risk it. This is very much a traditional Christmas tree scent to me. I get a little bit of the coolness of that frozen evergreen and eucalyptus, but it's not an overly eucalyptus scent. This is a very much traditional, I think, of a Christmas tree scent. Now, honestly, I am kind of over tree scents for right now, but I am excited to burn this one, you know, what would that be in another 11 months, 10, 11 months when that comes. Another candle that I actually had on my wish list way back in the fall was Sweater Weather. Now this is not the Bath & Body Works Sweater Weather. This is Homeworx Sweater Weather. You guys know I'm not really crazy about this band label, but it's not the end of the world. These scent notes on this are cool winter air, eucalyptus, fallen fir needle, and vanilla bean. This is a very warm, cozy scent. It doesn't smell like Sweater Weather from Bath & Body Works. That has more of an astringent note to it. This one is very much a cool, like, there's coolness to this, but there's a little bit of warmth in here too. I like this one a lot. This will be a nice, you know, when I see this candle being nice for me, a seasonal burner, I actually see this being a really good late October, November scent. You know, like when I'm over all of the apple and the pumpkin, but I'm wanting something still kind of cozy and warm. Cool winter air. I sometimes wish that they would just like tell us what the exact notes are instead of giving us all of these accords. I do smell a little bit of that fir needle, but the vanilla bean kind of warms this up a little bit. It gives it a little bit, this is not a gourmand candle, but it does give you that cozy, warm vibe to it. I actually really, really like it. The eucalyptus note is not very strong on cold. But yeah, that's a nice one. For $10, I thought, yep, I'm glad that I picked up both of those. So I know that Homeworx is now being carried in a lot of TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Home Goods. There is currently a mall being built that is actually going to house all three of those stores closer to me than what is currently available, and I'm really excited about that, but it probably won't be opening up until next month. So right now, I only have a Marshall's. That's the closest of those three to me. And I decided to go in there last week, and here's the thing, you guys. There were a grand total of 4 Homeworx candles in that Marshall store. It was so pathetic. I was like, really? And 2 of those 4 were peanut butter waffle cone, which doesn't really appeal to me on cold sniff, and also my youngest child has a peanut allergy, so yeah, that's probably just a candle that I'm going to avoid for obvious reasons. However, they did have 2 other candles that I was really happy to find because both of these candles made my top 10 of 2022 list. So one of the candles that I picked up that they had was Blueberry Cheesecake. Now, I love, love, love this scent. I threw this baby into my cart so quickly when I saw it there. Oh, so good. It smells just as good as I remember. Now, you guys, if you saw all of the Homeworx drama that went on with Black Friday, you guys know that I had initially ordered 2 of these. One of them made it to me, but the other one did not. So I was really glad to be able to find this at Marshall's because I just absolutely love this scent. These fragrance notes on this are wild Maine blueberry, cheesecake accord, blackberry jam, and brown sugar crust. I absolutely love this one. So, oh, so glad that I have 2 of these. And then another candle, so I'm gonna try to set this one down without knocking the whole thing over. Another candle that I loved last year, and I actually still have a little bit of mine left over from last spring, is Coconut Cake. This scent is just divine to me. Now, both of these candles were some of the strongest performing candles that I had in 2022. We all know that Homeworx had an up and down year with performance last year, but I will say that part of the reason why I didn't even bat an eye at picking these up was because my experience with both of these candles last year was amazing. I mean, we're talking strength and throw on those versions was 9. I mean, they were very, very strong, good performers for me. These scent notes on Coconut Cake are toasted coconut, coconut milk, whipped cream, buttercream frosting, baked cake, and pecan. Now, what sets this apart from a lot of other coconut scents to me is that this is truly a coconut gourmand. This one does smell slightly different. You know what? I should have brought out the one that I have from last year. There's more of like a nuttiness I feel to this one than there was in the previous version. I still like it a lot. The coconut scent in this one reminds me a little bit of, there used to be a shampoo that I used when I was a teenager, the Suave. It was like a tropical coconut or something like that. That's very similar to what this reminds me of. It's not a coconut drink. This is not a pina colada. This is very much a cake with a little bit of nuttiness and that fresh coconut smell. Absolutely love it. So I'm really glad to have found this one because at Marshall's these go for about $16.99, and then I also like that if for some reason I do have bad performance issues with this, I can always just save my receipt and return it. All right, let's get into my Kringle haul because Kringle had a really good post-Christmas sale and it lasted for about 2 weeks. Now, spoiler alert here, I actually ended up placing 2 orders. So this order that I'm showing you right now is the one that I placed the day after Christmas. And then I do have an order, I think it's supposed to be delivered tomorrow. I went back like a week later when the sale was still going on and I thought, you know what, I do want a couple of backups. So I will film that and have that up for you guys next weekend. But for today, we're gonna go ahead and talk about a couple of these Kringle candles that I picked up. Now, most of these, actually all of them are pretty much spring scents. I don't believe any of these are new. No, none of these are like new releases because they haven't really released any of their new spring stuff. Some of these have just been in the line for a while, but I haven't tried them yet. 2 of them were like the Coconut Cake and Blueberry Cheesecake. 2 of these made my top 10 in 2022 list. If you guys did miss that video, I will make sure that I have it linked in the cards up above and also in the description box down below. Sorry, my wild hair here is getting into my face. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about, I picked up 2 fresh lilac. These scent notes are not listed on the bottom here and I don't have them in front of me. So what I will do, just all of these candles that can be purchased online, I will make sure that I have them linked in the description box down below. Particularly with Kringle, they list their top, mid, and bottom notes with all of their candles. They go very in depth with what they're putting in there. So if you are curious about the exact notes, make sure that you click on the link below and then that will tell you what all of the notes are. But this scent to me, you guys, I mean, there's a bunch of notes listed, but I'm just gonna tell you that this is the most authentic lilac scent that I have ever smelled in a candle. I did do a dedicated review on this one last year. Lilacs have a very sentimental piece of my heart, and I just absolutely love them. Lilacs to me symbolize kind of like lilacs and the coconut cake. I always think of Easter time. Oh, it's just beautiful. So I definitely wanted to pick up 2 of these because they were 50% off. So I picked up 2 fresh lilac, and then I have a full-size jar of this in my closet, and I ended up gifting one to a friend at Christmas time because she loved the scent so much. Rosemary Lemon, you guys know my love for this one. Oh, such a beautiful balance and cleanliness, fresh cleanness of, you definitely smell the rosemary, but there's lemon in here. It's not lemon cleaner. Absolutely gorgeous. If you guys want more like descriptions of any of these candles that I just showed you, other than the Sweater Weather and the Deck the Halls, make sure you check out that top 10 in 2022 because I do go a little bit more into depth of those scent notes there. All right, so I have a couple more here that are completely new to me, and I'm going to start with a candle that a lot of my friends in the fragrance community have talked about, and it is Herbal Tea. A lot of people just said that they really enjoyed this one. It reminded them, I think there was a Bath and Body Works one. I know what one they're talking about. It was like London tea time or something like that. I can't remember exactly. I'm not your historian on candles. I'm not. I have 3 kids. I've got too much going on in my life, but this smells really, really good. It is an authentic tea scent, kind of like a black tea, but there's a hint of like honey and lemon in this. This smells really, really good. I did film a candle review on Kringle's tea and cookies the other day. I'm not sure if I will have had that go up already or if I'm putting it up this week. But I did say that this is one of the candles. I will be really curious to burn this candle alongside that tea and cookies because I feel like it would give me all of like the tea vibes, the breakfast tea vibes. Although I know that maybe some of you, if you're watching me from across the pond, I know you guys enjoy tea in the afternoon. Oh, this is really, really good. Very clean, not like cleaning your house clean, but just a clean, fresh tea scent. Like this reminds me of like I'd be sitting on the back porch and I'm just enjoying a nice cup of tea. Really excited about that. While we're talking about kind of like things that remind me of breakfast, I picked up Blueberry Muffin. Now, I feel like blueberry is having a moment in the home fragrance community. You guys can let me know down below if you agree with me on that, but I feel like Bath and Body Works has been releasing a lot of blueberry stuff over the last year. Homeworx released quite a few blueberry scents, and I feel like Kringle is getting in on that too. Oh, this smells good. This is very good. This is definitely a blueberry note in here. It smells almost like, not quite like a candied blueberry though. I get a little bit of warmth of that muffin note in here. It's a gourmand. This is not like farm stand blueberry or like a fresh, whoa, as I'm dropping the lid. This is not like a fresh blueberry scent. Like, you know, some of those can almost get artificial smelling. It's not. It's really good. I like that a lot. I'm excited to burn it. I'm excited to pair it. I do get more of like the muffin note in this. I smell the blueberry for sure, but it's a very good combination on cold of blueberry and muffin. Maybe a little bit of vanilla in there. It's hard to see without looking at the exact scent notes, but I do know that that smells good. It's definitely a gourmand candle and one that I think would be perfect to burn in the morning time. All right, let's talk about a floral that I picked up. I think, who loves this one? Brett, Philly Candleman, I think he really likes this one. This is Wisteria. Now, you guys know, I'm not really your floral girl, but I'm going outside of my comfort zone. And I don't know how to feel about this one, you guys. There's a powderiness to it. There's something about it. You know what this actually reminds me a little bit of? I need to look at the fragrance notes and compare. This reminds me a little bit, if you have smelled, I have a perfume in there, Mugler Alien. Something about this candle reminds me of that. I'm sure that they have similar notes, maybe like a freesia note in there. But it's powdery. It's more of a powdery floral. So if you don't like a powdery floral, I don't think that you will like this one. It's one that I don't see myself being like, oh wow, I have to get more and more of it. I don't particularly love it, but I will burn it because if there's anything that I have learned over the last year, it is that a lot of the times candles that I don't particularly like on cold sniff, once I light them up, sometimes they really transform once that wax pool gets going, and I actually find myself enjoying it. So yeah, I'm going to burn it for you, but it's not necessarily one that this moment that I'm like, wow, I have to have more of it. All right, another scent here that I thought was appropriate to pick up because of where I live is Succulents. Now, yes, I live in the desert. I'm very familiar with what succulents, you know, kind of that vibe here. It's funny. Okay, I had my husband smell this one because I couldn't pinpoint. I'm like, what am I smelling here? And my husband described this as a candle that he says, you know what it smells like? He said, it smells like when we go up to Prescott, which is about an hour north of us. By the way, if you ever visit Arizona, you will give yourself away as a tourist if you refer to it as Prescott. I know that it looks that way, but it's pronounced Prescott because we're backwards, I guess, in the Wild West here. But he said it smells like one of those 100-year-old buildings in Prescott that they have turned into like an antique shop now, or it's now a shop along Whiskey Row. And I was like, oh, that is a perfect description. It reminds me of if you've been in an old wooden building. Old, slightly, like, and I mean this in a good way, like kind of a dusty vibe to it. I could see this one being a very, what word am I looking for? Polarizing scent. I feel like people would either really like this or not like it at all. This to me, actually, you know, I'm not into Halloween. I personally don't celebrate it. It's not in line with my personal beliefs. But this to me almost feels like it could be a scent that could be released at Halloween. There's kind of a dark earthiness to this. I don't know. I will burn it. Again, because like I said, things can transform. I don't hate it, but I don't necessarily love it either. All right, and then another one that I picked up is citrus and sage. I typically love citrus scents. I love lemon, I love orange, lime. Give me all the citrus, especially in the late spring and summertime. And I told Cody, you know, this one has grown on me. When I first opened this up, I was like, ooh, I don't think I like that. But the more I smell it, the more that I actually find myself liking it. This reminds me a little bit of like, when I go into like those little like country cottage stores, there's like a certain scent that they have. Like my mom used to go into a lot of those stores when I was a teenager. She liked to look at like all the Thomas Kincaid paintings, and a lot of those at that time, that was the only place that you could buy a lot of Yankee candles at. But that's what this reminds me of. I do get a little bit of that sage note in here. Slight powderiness. There is citrus in here. If I really stick my nose in here, I do smell citrus. It's kind of in the vein of like lemon cleaner citrus. It's not like fruity gourmand citrus. It's a clean scent. I don't hate it. And it's one that I will burn. And but yeah, the jury's kind of out on these three right here. I absolutely, definitely love the blueberry muffin and the herbal tea. I'm really excited about those. Citrus and sage, I'm kind of on the fence about, and the wisteria and the succulents, I'm kind of like, I don't know yet. All right, couple more candles that I picked up. Where are they? Where are they? I'm surrounded by candles here. Okay, this one is new. These two are new to Bath and Body Works. They had, I think, when did they just have that? This past weekend, they had a sale where it was like $10 off the candles plus an additional 20% off. So I got these candles each for around like $12.50. I picked up Under the Magnolia Tree. Now, I had actually smelled both of these candles last week when I was out running errands and I popped my head into Bath and Body Works. Honestly, you guys, because florals are not really a big thing to me, and also my husband doesn't like peach scents, there just wasn't really a ton of new releases from Bath and Body Works that were crying out to me. I did like the Amber and Oud. I think that one is a good one for like nighttime. It's a very masculine, traditional masculine scent, but I didn't love it enough to pick it up. I also liked the, what was it? pink lavender and espresso. That one I kind of toyed with, but under the Magnolia tree, and then the other one that I'm going to show you are the two that I just decided to go with. The scent notes on this one are magnolia petals, lemon zest, and peach blossoms. Funny, peach blossoms, my husband doesn't like peach. But I like this one. I definitely smell the lemon zest in here. There is a touch. It's funny because when I first opened this, that was actually the more dominant note to me, was lemon, but it's not like lemon cupcake. It's not a straight up lemon candle. You do know that it is mixed with a floral. The beauty of that magnolia kind of comes out in here. There's a little bit of woodiness too, like a magnolia tree. So it's not just like the magnolia flower. There's a little bit of wood note in here, even though that's not listed. I really like this one. I don't smell any kind of, what would that be? Peach blossoms here. Although, to be frank, I've only eaten peaches. I haven't smelled peach blossoms, so maybe I am smelling peach blossom in here. I'm sure that probably has a more distinct scent to it than, just like oranges and orange blossoms have a different scent to them. But I really like that one. That's a beautiful candle. You guys are probably getting on a theme here that I tend to like citrus, some type of citrus in a lot of my spring candles. I also like a lot of berry notes with that. Not strawberry, but blueberry. Okay, last Bath & Body Works candle. I have sea salt and neroli. Now this is actually a beautiful, more kind of their clean, it's very plain packaging here. I actually like the packaging more of this under the magnolia tree. I think that's going to be absolutely beautiful when it's lit up. This is just very clean, almost modern aesthetic to it. The scent notes on this are salted neroli blossoms, watery eucalyptus, fresh lemon zest. Okay, this smells like orange blossoms to me. Now, neroli I know is in that same vein, you know, of that orange citrus, but there is something a little bit different. This is not your freshly cut orange type of citrus, not at all. This very much smells like orange blossoms to me. You know what this smells like? If you have gone to Trader Joe's, I don't know if they still carry it because I haven't been to Trader Joe's in quite some time. Trader Joe's carries like an orange blossom. Oh man, if I can find a picture of it, I will have it linked right here. They have an orange blossom hand soap. It's like, the packaging looks a little bit different on it. I want to say it's like, they try to make it out like it's French or something like that. My mother loves the scent of orange. My mother-in-law loves the scent of orange blossoms. I get talking too fast, you guys. But that's what this reminds me of. There is a little bit of saltiness to this. It reminds me of the beach. Like the beach and orange blossoms. Where I grew up in Southern California, if you're familiar with the Southern California landscape, we used to have to, so I have family that lives a little bit south of Santa Barbara in an area called Carpinteria. And where I lived, which was about an hour north, yeah, getting directions right. I lived about an hour north of Los Angeles. We would cut through to get over towards like Ventura, Santa Barbara by taking a route that goes through Fillmore. It goes through not Moore Park, but like Fillmore and Santa Paula. And there's a lot of citrus trees that line a lot of that route. If you live in Southern California, you guys probably can picture exactly what I'm talking about. And I think that's why I'm thinking of the beach when I think of this, because I remember driving through there with the windows rolled down and the air smelled like this, a little bit of mix of that sea salt air, but the citrus, like the citrus groves. I absolutely love this. This is a beautiful scent and I'm really, really excited to burn it. All right, let me know in the comment box down below, are you excited about any of these candles or some of these restocks that you have had? If you want some reviews on these candles, please also let me know in the comment box down below, like of any of these, are there some that you're really anxious to hear my thoughts about before you purchase? Because then I do want to go ahead and prioritize that for my candle reviews. I typically like to wait until my candles are about halfway through their burning before I do an in-depth dedicated review on them. However, this year I have started that new Saturday 6 series where I talk to you about 3 candles and 3 beauty products that I have been burning and kind of give you just some mini reviews of how they have been performing for me for each week. So, you know, while I may not be able to do an actual dedicated review on some of these candles right out the gate, I can go ahead and get started burning some of them and give you some of my initial thoughts for maybe those first or second burns. So let me know in the comment box down below if you would like me to prioritize any of these scents. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I really, really would appreciate it. And yeah, I just want to say that I hope you all go out and have a very blessed Sunday. Thank you so much for spending your time here with me, and just take care until my next one. See you guys. Bye.